Hey, what's going on, Boston? Jonathan from Purely Boston here, coming to you live from Cantina Italiano right here on Hanover Street in the historic north end of Boston. This is Boston Eats episode 33, and I'm hanging out with my buddy John and his head chef. And thanks so much for having me, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. So John was nice enough to start pouring out the vino right when I walked through the door. So I think we're gonna put it in for a nice cheers. We're sipping on. What are we sipping on? Nice Chianti. Nice Chianti.
This is our house Chianti.
All right.
Very nice.
Oh, that's nice.
In the Fiasco bottle.
Very nice. Very nice. So so tell me a little bit about how, I know there's tons of rich history for Cantina. So tell everybody, all the Bostonians watching, how Cantina was started here in the North End.
Well, 1931, oldest restaurant in the North End, oldest Italian restaurant in the North End, Southern Italian cuisine, Italian American cuisine, and our friend Chucky's been here since the 80s, who's our head chef. So yeah, rich history. Not a lot has changed in here. Updates when we have to. Try to keep the authentic feel.
Yeah. Well, I was commenting, John, right when I walked in, all the nice murals in the back, and these date back to, would you say, like the 70s or the 80s?
The 80s.
These are the 80s. Yeah, these murals go back to the 80s. You know, they get touched up, and every time someone has thought to do a renovation, they're like, oh, let's cover up the murals, and then they just don't want to lose that feel.
It's got that nice, Italian.
Yeah, you don't
gaudy
see it a
charm.
lot anymore. Exactly. It's gaudy. We know.
But in the back, you have the
original booths.
You have the original benches and booths from the 30s.
Correct. Yes.
Pretty impressive.
And restored again, and people seem to love them. I mean, it's hard to make any changes at Cantina without people kind of getting a little edgy on you. So
yeah. So since you guys play such like an important role of in the North End, what makes you guys? Obviously, people are coming for the food, but is it a combination of people are coming from the food and to get to get a piece of history because they know you guys are the oldest restaurant in the North End?
I definitely think it's a combination of things. I think the experience has a lot to do with it. I mean, when you come in at night, you get that old world feel where a lot of people are going away from it in the North End, and rightly so. I mean, you need a good mix of things. This is really, that old school scenes from an Italian restaurant type of feel to it, and that's what we embrace here. It's actually come into fad again. You see a lot of restaurants, even Michelin-star restaurants, that are bringing back that. They're trying to recreate this because it's becoming back, but this is who we are. This is who we are originally. So you're really getting an authentic feel, and then Chuck's cuisine, really meshes well the Southern Italian cuisine because we're from right outside of Naples, Avellino, and so we bring that Southern cuisine in here with the Italian American evolution over the years. So it meshes really well. You have a great experience every time you come in.
Awesome. So we're gonna dive into some food.
I would love to. I'd love to have you try our cuisine. John put out a huge spread. Chucky was nice enough to cook all this delicious food for us. I know you guys can't see it right now because there's tons of it in front of us. But as I eat and try it, obviously I'll hold it up to the camera so you guys can see how delicious it looks. So what do you want to start with? Whatever you like. We have our prosciutto and mozzarella appetizer here, 100% Parma prosciutto. One thing about Cantina, I think why it had such longevity is because we don't skimp on quality, ever. Everything we have here is something that we would serve to our families, so it has to be of the highest quality. And so you have great Parma prosciutto, you have some mozzarella, fior di latte mozzarella, and excellent olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. So try it out, and it goes well with our house baked bread.
You eating with me too?
You put me on the spot. I'm on a diet.
Chuck?
All right.
Chucky's around it all day.
So put in there. Get a little
all the bread's made in-house, so it makes a nice appetizer. Chuck makes unbelievable bread.
He has a big old basket of bread over there.
Yeah.
They put out the prosciutto and mozzarella. That's what I'm
it's like a rustic,
into right now.
Rustic bread that he makes. It's fantastic. Yeah, so it's it's good mozzarella, high quality mozzarella.
Super big,
Parma prosciutto.
Super basic, high quality. Very nice piece of mozzarella.
With something like this, you don't want to take away from the quality of the ingredients, so you don't want to. I mean, just good high quality olive oil, a really high end prosciutto, some good cheese, and you have a beautiful appetizer.
Absolutely, and it finishes. I love prosciutto.
Oh yeah.
Prosciutto, salami.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong.
Give it to me. All right, that's phenomenal. So you guys watching live, put in the comments where you guys are tuning in from. I know we have a lot of Bostonians all over the country and actually the world. So
awesome.
Maybe we'll have some fans from Italy tuning in.
Absolutely.
Maybe my sister.
Yeah. Maybe Chucky's sister's watching.
Yeah.
Does she follow Purely Boston?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There you go. So
try that chicken. So this is an Italian, obviously Italian American dish. Very obviously very popular. People love the chicken parmigiana. Not something you'd probably see in Italy, but with the high quality homemade ingredients, people love it. Also served with our specialty pasta made in house.
I gotta hold it up. I'm jumping the gun over here because if you know me, chicken parm is my jam. Chicken parm is, I was telling John, I was like, this was a selfish dish that I ordered for myself because
I don't blame you. It's a good dish.
This is my kryptonite right here. So there we go.
Really delicious.
Big old piece of
chicken parm, some bomboloni pasta.
All right, looks good. So put all this over here.
Yeah. So we started. They've been making this bomboloni pasta since the 80s.
Homemade, right? You homemade right here.
Right here. Yeah. Everything's made here.
Everything's
made here. Good high quality mozzarella on top. Good Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, and you have a Parmigiana with a nice sauce. That's obviously everything's made in house.
How many homemade pastas do you guys offer?
We offer between 5 and 6 homemade pastas, but we're doing special all the time.
This one's awesome. What's this one called? With the
that's Bombolati. That's the signature.
Looks like the little Honda Civic wheel.
A little wagon wheel.
Yeah, a little wagon wheel.
Yeah, a little bigger, a little thicker. We want it to be like meaty, stand up to a lot of the rich dishes.
Because it has the texture inside.
It holds a lot of sauce.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh, that's delicious. That's a good one.
Real high quality.
I'm really glad I actually put that one.
Yeah, it's
wow.
It's obviously one of the most popular dishes.
Yeah, chicken parmesan, you can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. So a lot of people try to go away from it, and they always end up, the restaurants, and they always end up serving it.
Well, I always feel so guilty because, I was telling you, my mom's side's all, is the Italian side of my family. But when we do check out, and when we're frequently checking out new places in the North End or in, Medford, Malden, or whatever, I'm just always going to the chicken parm. Because that's kind of how I gauge and make my
it's an Italian American dish, and it's
my rating of the place.
You can because you can get a real sense of the quality ingredients that people are using. You know what I mean?
That's delicious.
It's all in the sauce. It's all in the breading. To be honest with you, chickens. If you buy good quality chicken breast is chicken breast. If it's all in the same high quality level, but it's all in the ingredients. It's all in the breading. The breading's where you put your own touch on it, Chucky's touch, the seasonings that are in the breading, the way it's done, high quality.
Very simple sauce.
Yes. Very simple, made fresh daily. That's where you see the difference.
You get that workout, slamming down in the chicken, in the kitchen, Chucky?
I got the kitchen help doing it.
Get the kids. All right.
When it's something on the portions, these are portions, not because they're big, they say they did it for the shoot.
No, we just have to this is an Italian American portion.
I won't mention names. I will say there is places in the North End. I mean, you get your meal and you gulp it down and you're and they probably do that so they're stringing you along for dessert or ordering other stuff.
It's just not our thing. I mean, our thing is we're Italian.
More the modern places.
Yes, and that's just the way it is. I mean, there's a lot of a lot of things that go into that, and food cost plays into that. But this is who we are. This is our style, and you're gonna get yourself a meal when you come. You're gonna leave full, absolutely, and with probably something.
Probably with a dog you had too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we got a lot of containers for that.
You guys got a lot of containers. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
All right. So what else we got? We
have so this is the original Alfredo. This is not an Alfredo that you would see normally on probably at a lot of Italian American or Italian restaurants.
This is the real stuff.
People think this is a dish that originates in Italy. It's something that originated in Rome, and we use that same recipe. Actually originates from Ristorante alla Scrofa in Rome. In Rome, and we use the same recipe. It's a butter-based recipe, and it's extremely delicious. Not as heavy as you would see. Not a ton of cream. I would get it from underneath because it has been sitting here for a little bit, but for the most part,
there we go. Fun little honey hole.
Lots of Parmigiano Reggiano.
Lots of Parmigiano, aged Parmigiano Reggiano. That's the key. And not as heavy, not like that super creamy. This is the original style.
All right.
With a nice homemade egg fettuccine.
The real stuff.
The real deal.
That's good.
Yeah. The fettuccine.
The stuff, I love your stuff is so simple.
It is.
And the flavors are just exploding because the stuff is so simple. You're not masking it. You're not. Some Alfredos, I mean, you eat, it's like, you know,
sits in your stomach.
It sits in your stomach and you're ready to pass out because you have to have a quart of cream sitting in your gut.
That's exactly it. That's what we try not. And when this dish is served,
that's good. That's really good.
Hot from the kitchen, and you're getting it right away, so everything is creamy, but not gloopy and heavy.
Yeah.
Like you see in a lot of places. This is the original recipe. This was born in Italy, so I mean they don't typically eat heavy dishes in Italy like we do here. So that's why it's a little bit different. People love it. People seem to love it.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's absolutely phenomenal. And we have
one of our signatures. Yeah, this is Chucky's Bombolati Bongostaya. Again, we're
is this the one with the sausage dish that I saw?
Yes,
okay.
sausage, spicy sausage. It's got a little bit of goat cheese in it. This is it's definitely you know, a Colella creation for sure, and it's a good dish. It's one of our most popular dishes. Yeah, this is baked in the oven, so it's al forno, and it's one of the most popular dishes, definitely on the menu for sure.
Looks great.
Again, the Bombolati pasta, or our signature pasta.
A little piece of sausage. I love this pasta.
Yeah, it's meaty.
That's a good. I don't think I've never had it. But was it
Bombolati?
Bombolati.
Yes.
Yeah, not too many restaurants. I think we.
It's like a big ziti.
Yeah.
Yes,
right?
it's like a it's a big
It's
pasta.
a special type that you do for the pasta machine.
Yeah. Love it. That's delicious. That's great. And all these are obviously really popular entrees. I mean, your whole menu looks delicious.
The menu is really.
I could have ate anything on your menu.
The menu is not a small menu. It's again like an Italian American menu. Not huge either, though. We try to keep it smaller because we want to keep our ingredients fresh and moving. You know, everything moves. Everything sells here. It's really incredible. It's one of the first restaurants that I've owned that the whole menu sells. You know, sometimes you have dogs on a menu, not literally, you know, things that don't sell. And
is that in the restaurant land? Is that what you call them, a dog?
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. Like
they're like
they just don't sell, and you keep them on,
and you have to sit on the ingredients.
This is just a menu that we put together. Everything is just everybody has their favorite, so it's like you're utilizing all the ingredients all the time, so everything stays super fresh. I mean, we have one small freezer in the whole house, whereas some places have huge freezers. Because everything we do is made to order.
Everything's made to order, fresh every day.
How old is the menu? Is the menu always changing, or is it a collaboration of you guys?
I think it's a collaboration of Chuck and I. The newest menu, a lot of dishes though are on there from,
1980s.
80s. We even put some items back from the original menu, which was funny. Sometimes we do for special. We do the Cantina lobster pie, which was on the original menu.
Wow. With the third.
With the original recipes and whatnot. And but yeah, the original menu was huge. I mean, it must have been like 200 items on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Back then?
Yeah.
Really?
We still have the menus. Yeah, we have the original menus back there on the wall, and Yeah, it was huge. I mean, they did everything. This is originally called the Italian Canteen, and they just had the menus were just vast. They did everything on the menu, soup to nuts. I mean, and then it evolved into Cantina Italiana, and then stayed that way. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And
That's
we do specials every night. What we do, try to keep it fresh.
Yeah.
We don't order a lot. We run out every night.
Yeah.
When we out, we out. And then the next day we do fresh. We don't keep nothing in the house that stays 2 or 3 days.
Because you're just cranking it out.
We do 20 lobsters. We out. There's nothing there.
Yeah, we don't over make them like some people will make them because of convenience. You know, to last a few days. We make, all right, so if we're gonna make 20 of this dish, we make 20 of it. When it sells out, and that's how we do it, because we want people to, you know, want to have that dish, or maybe come back if they can't get it that night. They'll come back another time. Although sometimes people will call on the phone and be like, "Hey, you guys have the lobster special tonight?" And we say, "Yes, we do." And how many do you have? And we tell them, and they'll make sure to make a reservation at a certain time. So. It's a way to
driver,
keep
go.
It's a way to keep things fresh and you know to keep the demand.
Yeah, we get delivery almost every day, especially produce almost every day.
Yes.
Awesome.
We do it the old-fashioned way.
It's the only way to do it.
It's a tough way to do it.
It is
a tough way. Look, this guy's 22 years old. Look how old he looks.
I know, John, he's like, oh, Chucky's been here since the restaurant opened. 1931. He looked good for his age.
We preserve him.
So I definitely appreciate it, and I know Boston definitely appreciated of you guys, catering to that old-time, authentic menu.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I want to say is that we're trying to preserve something here. You know, every day you're seeing something going that's been a piece of not only Bostonia but Americana itself.
I know.
You're seeing Doyle's go, Doyle's and JP, and Durgan Park left us, and now Top of the Hub left us, and seeing all these restaurants from the 50s, 60s, earlier. Obviously, Doyle's, being the earliest, and Durgan Park actually being the earliest, and they're all going by the wayside. It's kind of sad because, this is our heritage. This is what made Boston Boston. Cantina made the North End what the North End was. If you go to the restaurateurs down in Hanover, you're going to see that probably 80% of them were working at Cantina at one point.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
The guys running the tours?
No, the guys that own the restaurants.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, it all kind of this is like the epicenter. Everybody kind of started here, washing dishes or cooking.
It's like the SNL of the comedy entertainment industry.
Yeah, you can put it that way. I mean, So I mean. It's something that you like to preserve, and I think people appreciate it. I mean, I know it's not the most trendy thing, but now you're starting to see a turnaround where people are really starting to say, hey, I want to kind of keep a hold of our culture. As long as you do things right. I'm not saying you got to do things right. You got to do things the right way, and we're still producing a top quality product. But I hate to see all these kind of like restaurants go. So I appreciate all the people still making us thrive.
Yeah.
Sure. We still have generation after generation coming. We have a lot of people, I used to come when my grandfather was alive.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
His
grandchildren that came with their grandfathers and now
they'll come on like the anniversary of their father or grandfather and say, this place reminds me of
my
grandfather or father, and they'll come back here for
And I'm sure that makes you guys feel
unbelievable. Really
proud.
Yeah,
I had my high school graduation at Cantina.
Oh, nice.
Way back in the day, and and when I actually bought it was kind of surreal because I'm like, wow, we had a lot of good family memories here. One of the few restaurants we actually went to in the North End, because when you cook Italian at home, it's kind of hard to. It's one of those things where it's kind of hard to go to a restaurant, and but Cantina was one of those ones that we frequented because we knew that the cuisine was there. What I mean? So it was cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So we just rolled into 2020.
Yes.
So do you got anything new, fun, exciting that you
Well, Chucky's always evolving the menu. Your staples, your traditional dishes, the ones that Cantina will always be there. But Chucky likes to, obviously put some other dishes on. He's got a wealth of knowledge, and his recipe book is huge. So he likes to pull things out and takes things out all the time. So look for new items on the menu. As far as the Cantina,
like the big the parcels in the kitchen, the playbook, right?
And he keeps them in the lock and key too. So once in a while I try to I pry it open. But we're also going to be doing a small cleanup. I don't want to call it a renovation because people seem to get, what are you doing in the cantina? You're not going to change the cantina. We're not changing the cantina. But what we are doing is, you know, every so often you got to keep things fresh.
Giving it a little love.
Yes, giving it a little love. We're going to increase our bar area a little bit because there's been more and more of a call for more. I mean, the bar fills up in 2 seconds flat, so we want to have the bar area be a little bit bigger for people who want to enjoy our cocktails. We have a full liquor license here, so we do Negronis are one of our famous drinks, champagne cocktails, bringing it back, old fashions. I mean, we have an awesome bar program, so we're going to utilize that a little bit more by increasing our bar presence a little bit, and just clean it up, give it a little love, like you said, for 2020, and hopefully people will appreciate that. And I know I will. I know Chucky will.
Yeah.
You know, everybody loves a little.
I'll be back. You'll be seeing me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We want to
love to have you here.
All right. So let's put it in, guys, for another cheers.
Absolutely.
And salutes. And so, guys, that wraps up another episode of Boston Eats.
Yes.
For authentic Italian cuisine that you cannot beat. Come on down to Cantina Italiano right here on Hanover Street. That wraps up another episode. Bye, guys.
See you guys later. Thank you.